just gotta win games like that, and win the ones you're supposed to, especially now when we need wins. They're not coming easy for us, so we gotta go get some of these and take care of business when we're supposed to.
Looking at the way they attack the glass, offensive offensive rebound,
Yep.
rebound total. Is it just a matter of them being the bigger, younger, more active team, or is it more to that?
Activity has something to do with it. They shoot a lot of threes, a lot of deep threes, a lot of early threes when you don't expect it to. So they get a lot of junk rebounds, long rebounds, stuff like that. But I mean, some of the activity, and they had multiple guys crashing the glass, soaring in for rebounds, making extra plays for them. So and that's on all 5 guys on the court to do a better job of boxing out and rebounding.
How would you summarize why you guys are in this position right now when you look at the roster?
I mean, there's probably a ton of different reasons, but I mean, I still do believe we have a very deep team. It's just difficult when you have a deep team and you're not winning games. So coaches trying different lineups, trying to figure out what 5 are best paired together out there at a time as we're going through the course of the game. But there's not one thing you can say. Like, we just got to come together and win basketball games. That's it.
Is there a key to sticking together when a team's going through a rough patch like this?
Yeah, you try to stay positive, but at the same time, like, have a sense of urgency and try to figure it out together. And, I think the win that we did have 2 games ago was really good for us, and a lot of good things we could take away from that, but then we didn't finish out the road trip well. So try to look back to when it goes well, what we're doing right, and stick to those things.
When you look at your guys' 3-point attempts, they were really high early in the season. The last couple of weeks, they've kind of been a little bit lower. What do you kind of see in terms of not being able to generate the same volume?
Yeah, I don't know. We haven't changed anything offensively where we're not looking for threes as much anymore. So I don't have a good answer for you. It's kind of game to game, I guess, regardless.
What do you feel like you guys need to do in order to get back on track? That's a broad question.
Yeah. Score, get stops, have some fun, win games. Like, winning will fix a lot of things for us. You gotta win. Figure out a way to win. There's a lot of different ways to do it. Figure out a way.
You look at you talk about the depth, and you look at the rookies, Oso and Ryan. How do you assess the future of this team with them as foundational pieces?
They're both playing really well, giving us really good minutes. Ryan obviously stepping into the starting role and doing really well for us. And Oso comes in and keeps the offense moving. He adds a dimension of a lob threat for us. He's a really good passer. So those guys do a lot of different things. They're really good. And they're, for rookies coming in, like first year, joining an older team, it's impressive how ready they've been and how adaptive they've been. So they're in a really good spot right now.
You mentioned the fun. Just how important is it to kind of have that joy, maybe get some of that joy back in a rough stretch like this?
Yeah, I mean, it's important. It's easier to have fun when you're winning, like when you've lost whatever our last 10 is, like, it's not very fun, so you can't just fake it. But I mean, the way we play needs to be fun, and just winning at the end of the game will be fun when we do it the right way.
I know you guys try to block out the outside noise, but do you think that all the trade rumors that usually come up around this time of year take a toll on a team?
A little bit, like maybe guys individually, again, like this is one of those things. Like winning fixes everything, and if we were winning games, a lot of stuff going on would be a lot easier. I know as a collective, we don't talk about it, we don't focus on it. So it is what it is from that standpoint. We just have to focus on what we got and trying to win games.
Brad's played at a high level in this league throughout his career. How do you think he's handled just his new role coming off the bench?
I think he's done a great job. Over the last 2 years, Brad's been asked to do a lot of different things here that he's not used to, that aren't how he's played for the first however many years of his career. So he's always handled it pretty well and done what he's been asked to do. And I think that the first game he came off the bench 2 games ago, like coming in and having that offensive explosion for us and helping us out and having a good attitude on the court, like that, all those things are huge from a guy like that who probably he's a starting level player and he's a big time player to be asked to come off the bench. So it's big of him to do that.
Does this feel like strange territory for you guys where you're at right now with loss record? Does this feel different or weird, awkward?
Yeah, it definitely feels weird. I think especially with preseason expectations, looking around at the roster that we do have, like the core group of returning guys coming back and adding good pieces, it's not where we should be, for sure.
Ryan, how would you summarize the loss?
Definitely somewhere that we don't want to be. Coming from Philly, I think we took a step back, but I think we learned a lot from Philly compared to Charlotte. I think that's something we talked about today. So coming against Atlanta, just being able to, just figure out ways of what we did in Philly to translate that to Atlanta and kind of eliminate everything we did bad in Charlotte, like just trying to do too much stagnant and not playing and get back to having fun.
I'm curious how you being a rookie is dealing with all that goes with now being on an NBA team and seeing, the way things go and how guys now trades and all this other stuff. How are you handling all that comes with just beyond playing the game itself?
It's been pretty good, surprisingly. I give these guys a lot of credit. They're helping me a lot with it. Telling me just to stay in my role, control what I can control, block out this outside noise. Don't worry about any of these trades and stuff, what's going on. Just do what I gotta do to help this team win. And that was my thought process coming in here day one. I was never trying to do something I'm not. So being true to myself, just trusting myself and my ability, and just being able to do what I gotta do for this team.
What do you feel like this team needs to do to start to get back on track?
Playing some basketball, having fun, smiling a little bit, get up and down. Just getting back to having a lot less pressure on ourselves and just playing good basketball.
In terms of the three-point attempts as a team, you guys were much higher earlier in the year. Last few weeks it's kind of been down. Grayson was saying the offense hasn't changed much, but what would you kind of attribute that drop-off to?
No, I don't think it's changed at all, like Grayson said. I think, we're just trying to be a little more aggressive getting downhill, trying to get to the rim. But, I think we can get more threes back up. I think that's kind of our success early in the year. So figuring out ways to incorporate that and mix it together throughout the year.
And then Brad, I know in your post-game interview you were saying that he was kind of in your ear encouraging you when the lineup changes were made. How helpful is that to have a guy like that?
Yeah, Brad's calling old head. Brad's a brother to me. He told me kind of the same thing, to just stay, control what I can control, don't listen to anything, just go out and play, do your thing. He's got my back and I got his, and I appreciate him so much for that.
Does that say anything to you about him as a teammate?
He's a great teammate. He's a great person off the floor. I appreciate him wherever he's at. He cares for others. He cares for no matter who's playing. He wants the success for everybody. He's not selfish at all. He wants the best for me, and I want the best for him the same way.
Is there a sense with you guys in terms of wins and losses, like what the heck is going on? Why are we not winning these games?
I think it's just we just got to figure out a way to put a good 48 minutes together. I think we do have times where we're really good for about 36 to 30, and then we have some sprouts when we were down. So I think we got to figure out a way to be very consistent through 48 minutes in every game and just figure out ways to do that.
Grayson had also mentioned the having fun angle as well. How do you create that, and maybe how do you look to yourself as a rookie to maybe generate some of that and bring that?
Going into the stands, diving for a loose ball, smiling, being able just to play basketball and have fun. Kind of having those energy plays like me and J.O. got to bring. getting the crowd involved. So I'm glad we're kind of back at home so we can get that today. But just find those plays that can just make us all get up and get out of here again.
At this point in the season, halfway through, or close to halfway through, like what are the biggest improvements that you noticed about yourself or been told about yourself from coaching staff and teammates?
I think decision making a little bit has been something that I've been improving on, especially like in the pick and roll with Kevin and Brad, and getting those in those short pockets. We've been working on that throughout the season, and making decisions, either that floater that I get, or corner threes, or even driving on catch and shoots, and being shooting a little bit more, and attacking closeouts and getting to the rim and making plays. I think probably the things I want to see and keep improving out the season.
How's the chemistry between you and Oso helped impact the depth in this team that Grayson's going for?
I mean, it's been great. Us two just competitors, fierce competitors, coming out here trying to do what we can do to help this team win, and we've been doing that since day one. We're not going to change for nobody.
Ryan, who are the leaders on this team on the court and in the locker room?
I think we all have different type of leaders. I think Kay, Book, Brad, Book's kind of vocal guy now, which I've seen, which has been different. Kay's, on the court just being fierce. Even D leads, everyone trying to speak up and have different ways to lead.